the defense sector. The government is taking a lot of steps to boost the defense sector, and Jayant Patil of L&T Defense, they believe that the defense sector from here on will be requiring a lot of funding, expecting GDP growth to pick up as well, and that will also aid the business. Let's hear out what his views are.
In fact, Maharashtra is today having the king share of investment in defense, and that's exactly where I said that the top 7-8 players in defense actually have a major amount of investment in Maharashtra, and they're operating factories which are producing defense goods. So that's essentially where one looks forward to coming to this kind of an gathering. Essentially something where you can actually have a dialogue with the government. The policies of this state have been very progressive in the early years, and that's exactly where it really attracted a whole lot of us to this state, and that's been continuing. Of course, other states are today becoming better and better in terms of competition, and as the PM says, the healthy competition is always good.
Right. So just want to get a sense from you in two different aspects. One of it is investment and the other one is policy. First, I'd like to understand, was the budget a disappointment for the defense sector overall? And also, what kind of investment are we seeing internally from defense in India? And how do we compare to other countries who are on the same level as us?
Defense budget in real terms, in terms of GDP, has been falling year on year, and that's a big worry. If we look at this year versus last year, there's about, in the capital side, about 12% increase, 12 to 13% increase. So this year is little better than the last. But having said that, it's actually dropping in the GDP terms, it could be as much more. So the backlog of the improvements which the armed forces really need, or the modernization they need, the backlog is only building. Right. And that's where more and more funds are needed. And hopefully the government would provide. Everyone understands the pre-election year budget, and probably the subsequent years this would be made up.
So what would you say is the need of the hour for the defense sector right now then?
Money, speed, contracting speed.
Right.
There's a whole lot of time which the Ministry of Defense, for varieties of right reasons, because it's essentially public money, but notwithstanding, there's a lot which can be done to speed up the contract placement. Right. That's essentially where the cost actually is going to come down. Whatever you buy, if you buy it 8 years later, there's an inflation which is going to pick up. So if it's decided quickly, it also becomes cheaper. And that's exactly what the government...
So final question, sir. So with the economy bottoming out, do you see the economy bottoming out right now in terms of the policies that have come in? And do you see the GDP picking up in the next couple of years or so?
We certainly see the GDP picking up. We see that. For sure, absolutely.
That was L&T Defense talking about what all factors will be required to boost the sector.